What's up in Y3? So, a lot of you guys have been requesting an update to the Zefra deck. Fair enough, since I haven't updated it since Electrum was at 3. But honestly, it's taken so long because there wasn't that much. Nothing has changed at all. The lineup is still pretty much exactly the same. The playstyle is pretty much exactly the same. The combos are pretty much exactly the same. We only really needed one Electrum back then anyways, for like everything the deck tried to do. The only times the second and third ones came up was in the grind game, and if you're comboing off and your first Electrum gets hand trapped, you can make the second Electrum, especially against things like Ogre. I mean, it's obviously a nice card to have, that's why I ran it at 3 back then, but at 1 it doesn't really change anything for this deck. Yeah, deck is still the best deck. Zefra deck of the format, every format. Yeah, let's just get started. So the Zefra lineup is still triple Zefra, double Zefra New, the Talonite duo, and the Ritual Beast duo. Yeah, no changes here. Still Zefra and Pilica over Zefraxi. It comes up a little bit more often than Zefraxi, since I'm still running the Ravine package. Yeah, still want to open Zefra as much as possible, and I still believe in the 4 scale 7 to scale 1 ratio. Every time I tried to deviate against it, bad things happened. Mythic engine is still triple Cerberus, 1 Jackal, 1 Garuda. You can cut Cerberus now that Thunder Dragons are a thing. You wanna like run less searches if you want. But yeah, no, they're not that good. They're not very prevalent. But I don't know, maybe your local area has a lot of Thunder Dragons. You can probably change the Mythical Beast ratio a bit to accommodate for that. Yeah, Garuda's still in here. It's just a nice hand trap to search off the Electrum if you open every single other card you needed. You just like search Garuda then. Scale effect popping back rows is obviously pretty good as well. For the rest of the monsters, the Chronograph engine. Yeah, don't forget Time Gazer has a pretty cool effect to protect your scales. It can catch some people out. Chronograph, yeah, don't forget it can be both an 8 scale or a 4 scale via Time Gazer Magician. The Darkroom engine with 1 gate 0. Darkroom still at 3 since I'm still running the Ravine package. It's also pretty good against Gumbler, like a pretty good discard for Gumbler. It's a pretty decent normal summon as well. It's just like a Crobat for gate 0. And the last monster is the Strudo. But yeah, that's all of the monsters. Spells. So the field spells, triple Oracle, double Terraforming, set Rotation Ravine. So again, Terraforming, if you have a lot of Thunder Dragon players around, you might want to change it up to like Curtain Raiser or something. Since like the plan against Thunder Dragons is just to summon Electrum. Electrum can resolve all 3 of its effects on the Colossus. Now sometimes I dump my Darkroom and just summon my Darkroom and not search the gate 0, and then, you know, go into Electrum and then just start breaking the board. Thunder Dragons are kind of like playing Evil Storms in Dragon Ruler format. They lack a lot of things. They lack recovery really. If you like get over their initial board, you probably won. But yeah, 3 Shrine, 1 Foolish, and 3 Providence. The last 3 cards are the 3 Traps, Pillars, Strike, and War. Yeah, still 3 traps. Not much to say here. But yeah, that's it for the main deck, 40 cards. So notable changes from the last deck profile would be, I took the Dissolver out. I mean, that was just a fun tech in the first place anyways. You can still put it in if you want. It's not bad. I also took out the Psyframes. I don't know, it could go back in. You could just like put it in if you want. It's pretty good. If you resolve it, you win. And it can save you against a lot of like the FTKs and stuff going around right now. But yeah, definitely worth considering. But anyways, the extra deck, Mermaid, Lanphalinkus, Proxy Dragon, Alistair, Electrum, Phoenix. So yeah, the 2 lost Electrums has pretty much been replaced by Lanphalinkus and Alistair. Lanphalinkus is here in case you can't summon Alistair, since Alistair is just a little bit slightly off generic. But yeah, Alistair is better since it's got more attack and it's an effect monster to link climb into, you know, the guys that need effect monsters to climb into. But yeah, Lanphalinkus not being an effect monster is pretty annoying in that regard. But I guess at least it can't be taken by a Widow Anchor or something. So if you really needed to pendulum summon one more guy, you can make Lanphalinkus and then they can't take it with Widow Anchor. The new addition is Proxy Dragon, so this guy's here instead of Vortex, so I took Vortex out. So what this does is, if you're up against Sky Strikers and they summon Shizuku into the extra monster zone on this side, pointing to this zone, then obviously you summon one of these guys in the other extra monster zone and you can pin 3. If they summon the Shizuku here and it points to the middle, you summon Proxy Dragon here and then you can pin 3. So yeah, that's the only reason Proxy Dragon is here. The rest of the links, got Deco Talker, Triple Burst Dragon, Zefra Metatron. So yeah, Triple Burst Dragon is a new addition. It's really good against Ray in Graveyard if you can't get Jackal, or sometimes you can get Jackal but can't get counters on it. But yeah, that's main reason why Triple Burst is here. It also has a second effect. If it survives until next turn, you can reborn Electrum from your graveyard with Triple Burst. Yeah, that's pretty cool if it happens. It usually doesn't though. But yeah, Deco Talker, still worth blinding this format. There's a lot of Sky Strikers around, and Deco Talker is just straight up 2 more negates against them. Borrow Load and Borrow Sword. So yeah, Decode, Load, and Sword are the main guys you're trying to make when you summon Alistair instead of Lanphalinkus, since they require effect monsters. Borrow Load is really good right now. Against Thunder Dragons, it cock blocks Titan's effect by like chain blocking it with its minus 500 effect. And if you take a Colossus, they can't really play. If you take a Titan, you can pop something every time they activate a card from their hand in the next turn. So yeah, it's kind of like a win condition against Thunder Dragons. Borrow Sword, since we don't have 3 Electrum anymore, the old way we used to OTK was like make 3 Electrums and summon a bunch of monsters and attack for game. Since we only have 1 now, we kind of rely on Borrow Sword. The final 4 cards are Synchros. We got Dawn Dragster, Black Rose Moonlight, and Yazi. A good thing about not maining the side frames anymore is that you don't need level 8s in the extra deck, so more space. But yeah, the new addition, Moonlight, is obviously here because of Thunder Dragons. You summon it, and it bounces one of the Thunder Dragon fusions, gets around their Destruction Protection effect. And then on their turn, if they summon, you know, like a Thunder Dragon fusion monster, you can bounce another one. So yeah, this card kind of just wrecks them, along with Borrow Load. You know, sometimes they like do get over Borrow Load and you still have the Moonlight and then you just bounce everything and then that's probably your game. But yeah, Black Rose and Yazi are still here. Yazi outs Gozen, Black Rose outs Rivalry. Dawn Dragster is still here. It's the main go-to guy. Negates spell and traps. So if you opened an extra Destrudo, you're probably looking to summon this guy. But yeah, that's pretty much the deck. So nothing really in the pipelines for this deck. It's not making that much noise, so I'll probably dodge the next ban list. Product releases has nothing to do with this really. I guess Underworld Patrol would be a nice generic link too. It would probably replace both Alistair and Lanphalinkus when it comes out, since it has the genericity of Lan and it's an effect monster like Alistair. But yeah, that's all for this deck profile.